Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys. I wanted to put together a quick video. Um One of my subs brought this up and he was talking about Gary Russell Jr. because, I just made a video talking about the whole dynamic with Gary Russell Jr. taking Floyd Mayweather. Now, Gary Russell Jr. to a certain degree, he kind of took a bit of a hit with his reputation, but I've gotten over it, you know what I'm saying, with the situation where they was trying to arrange a fight with Gary Russell Jr. and um, Devin Haney. And for whatever reason, the fight didn't come to fruition. And, both Gary Russell Jr. and and Devin Haney went another direction. Devin Haney went on to fight Gamboa. And Gary Russell Jr. is gonna return hopefully within the near future. But nevertheless, I want to talk about Lomachenko and how Lomachenko get down. Now, all of a sudden, since Lomachenko got humiliated by Teofimo Lopez, um, Lomachenko has been just saying all kind of stuff about he believed the judges were bribed and he believed the judges were bribed. Well, if that's the case, Lomo, it looked like more to the fact you were bribed because you barely did nothing the first 6 rounds of the fight. So, I mean, what are you talking about, home skillet? What? But Lomachenko ain't been feeling too good these past couple of months since, he got humiliated by Teofimo Lopez. So, whatever. At the end of the day, I'm thinking about something now. He's sitting here saying he want a rematch with Teofimo Lopez, but here's the thing: Teofimo Lopez says he's moved on. But the funny part about it is, when they asked Lomachenko about a Gary Russell Jr. rematch, Lomachenko said he's moved on. He said he felt like it's no reason to fight Gary Russell Jr. Keep in mind, he won a majority decision over Gary Russell Jr. and he got dropped by Gary Russell Jr. And then there was some things. Now it's funny, he talking about that, Bob Arum pretty much paid the judges off. We knew who he was talking about. I ain't gonna say who. We knew who the fuck he was talking about. But nevertheless, he said that the judges got bribed. Okay, well, here's the thing. There was a question about you fucking with Gary Russell Jr.'s scale. Making it look like he wasn't gonna make weight, or he didn't make weight when he really did. So, look, at the end of the day, Lomachenko, you get what you dish out. Gary Russell Jr. wants a rematch, and you said you moved on. So Teofimo has moved on. So, real talk, that's just how it works, buddy. You didn't want to give Gary Russell Jr. a rematch, so now Teofimo feel like he didn't moved on from you. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, me myself, would I like to see Gary Russell and Lomachenko fight again? Yeah. I mean, yeah, if it could be done. But it probably won't be done. But I do think Lomachenko should give Gary Russell Jr. a rematch. But it probably won't happen because that's too dangerous of a fight for Lomachenko right now. Because Lomachenko, even though I really feel like he was a hype job to begin with, I really feel like like I feel like if he loses to Gary Russell Jr., then he's just really done. He already has 2 losses in what, 16, 17 fights. So what does that tell you? Okay, I'm just keeping it 100. So my thing is with Lomachenko got some decision making to do. Hopefully he didn't call Bob Arum and apologize, because we both know how Bob Arum get down. So you may not see Lomachenko no time in 2021. Or Bob Arum may put the screws to Lomachenko for real in his next fight. So we'll see what happens. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.